Welcome to Business Today. Nigeria is Africa's most populous nation and the powerhouse of potential is grappling with a deepening poverty price crisis. And according to the World Bank's latest Nigeria Development Update, a staggering 139 million Nigerians, and that is 61% of the population, are now living below the poverty line in 2025, up sharply from 81 million in 2019. Despite bold economic reforms like fuel subsidy removal and currency unification, high food inflation, weak job creation, and external shocks like climate change and insecurity have pushed millions further into hardship. Beyond income, the World Bank emphasizes multidimensional poverty, health, education, and living standards, painting a fuller picture of families unable to access basic care, send children to school, or secure clean water. Today we have joining us on the program Victor Akinlolu, a financial advisor and managing partner, Akinlolu and Co., to explore the numbers, the policies driving this crisis, and the urgent reforms needed. My name is Odumani Soya. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today. We'll take a short break. Business Today will be back. Don't go away. All right, thank you for joining us. We'll be taking a look at the World Bank numbers, the World Bank report on the poverty burden in Nigeria, and it recently estimated Nigeria's poverty population at 139 million, attributing the increase to government policies while noting economic stabilization. Now, Mr. Victor Akinlolu, a financial advisor and managing partner, Akinlolu and Co., is joining us on the program this morning. Thank you so much for joining us on the program, Mr. Akinlolu. Taxation General reported 89 million. The World Bank is reporting 139 million. And the federal government has cited 71 million based on the poverty clock. Now, given the conflicting estimates and acknowledged poverty burden, what is your perspective on these figures?
Well, one thing, reality is another thing. With the figure that the World Bank have just released, and which I'm not sure ties with the federal government estimates. If we look around, majority of us will tend to affirm with the World Bank's report, because the effect of fuel subsidy and the sharp, rapid increase in food prices, coupled with the inflation of other stuffs and materials needed for human consumptions, have really shown that the high cost is really biting into the income of average Nigerians. So it will fit well to report what the reality is than the statistics that show. But I mean, even with that, if we look around, multidimensional national poverty, youth poverty, people being underemployed and whatever, you discover that Nigerians are feeling the heat more than what the federal governments are reporting. It's saddening. If you get to rural areas, you understand what this World Bank report has just captured. You see that it has captured it even better than federal government who should be doing most of the work.
All right, now, Mr. Akinlolu, why do you agree with the World Bank report? I am saying this based on the fact that on the way we do things in Nigeria, especially we're not having reliable data, even that of the country's population. Why do you agree with that of the World Bank?
Well, because in 2024, 2023, 24, 24, right, when this government decided to remove subsidy, fuel subsidy. Don't forget that this Nigeria is a nation that is dependent on oil, and oil seems to have an influence on the majority of our life here. And when that decision was made with little or no provision to cushion the effects and all that, was whatever happened after subsidy was a reactive approach by the government when they saw the impact on people and all that. The impact became very growing, became very bad. Everybody felt it. Even people who were believed to be high income earners suddenly had it bad. It's a country where we still have people who receive less than 30,000 naira as their monthly wages and all that. So I would, on that ground, want to believe with the want to side with one bank. Again, if you look at the inflation, our inflation rate, it has more than doubled in about 5 years. It's about 30% or so currently. So, with that and the high cost of living, you might want to have pity with what the World Bank reported. Again, if you look at insecurity, people in the rural area, one of the major and the known way of their income is agriculture, and well, in places like Zamfara, Plateau, where it has been an ending crisis, insecurity challenges and all that, and even very close to us there were reports last week of COVID. And these things are found everywhere. And if these people or these persons cannot go to their farm, where do you expect them to make income? So if they are reports that the number has jacked up from it's 1 million to about 130-something million, which some of us believe could even be higher than that. Because that means predominantly areas where these insecurities are and the farmers will not be able to go to their farm, will not be making income. If you look at the number of children out of school, ability to access quality health care, for people who buy antibiotics, who buy medicines, they'll be able to tell the double, the prices now have doubled or if not triple in some cases. And you might want to wonder what are the alternatives we have to this medicine. I'm not even talking about tribal now, but then if we focus on buying medicine, and that has doubled this much, then you want to believe that there is a problem with having quality of care. Child nutrition. You can, if you go to the market, ask an average person the price of these proteins you get to the market, of food, of things, of meat, of fish. These things are high now. So if you don't want to agree with them, the impact on human infrastructure is not telling. You might also want to believe that because what they have. Are we talking about clean water sanitation? How many people have access to clean water? If we look at those things and look at the disparity between rural and urban lifestyle, you might want to say the World Bank report up with the reality of that and not impossible.
Alright, now, Mr. Sadinale, the presidency has refuted the World Bank's report, while Financial Minister Wali Edu claims the federal government is taking significant action. What is your perspective on this response and the minister's assertion of substantial government efforts? Is this a reflection of efforts not yet visible or quantifiable?
Well, we must give kudos to their wonderful policies that we've seen, and as a patriotic Nigerian rather, I would only hope and pray that all this policy materializes into moving this country forward and pulling many Nigerians out of poverty line. Yes, they are wonderful policies, but they are not yet materializing and they are not yet seeing the effect.
On the people.
I
said on the people.
Yes, on the people. In reality, we are not yet seeing them. They are good on paper. We are not yet seeing them. For instance, cash transfer. This is a very good short-term measures at navigating poverty, especially in rural areas. But unfortunately, at those cash transfers gotten to the rural people, it is believed that it will help them to adjust to this inflation figures and inflations that they are currently witnessing. Unfortunately, our poor governance and corruption management hadn't made this too much of a good or painted the real picture of what it should achieve. Because you discover that many times, if you have conversations with these rural people, you discover that very few of them, in certain cases, have actually benefited from these cash transfers that we're talking about. There are programs that the government has brought on that are not yet getting to the root of where they should address. So it means that what government is doing in reality to what is transmitting to, there's a huge gap. Which I feel the honorable minister might want to look at. On one hand, you're making a good policy. On the other hand, the implementation reaching a far deeper effect on the people, and people will be able to tell, if things get better, we the people will know, we will feel it. We go to the same market, we patronize the same hospitals, same schools, same filling stations, and all that. So we'll be able to tell this is a little bit not having the effect that the honorable minister might think policies are getting.
Now let's take a look at the past issues that we have. The economy, we had many critical aspects of the economy that had collapsed. The economy was on the verge of collapse. We had the foreign exchange system which had broken down. We had the subsidy system which was draining the economy, and the financing approach led to money printing to support government finances, among other issues that we had in the economy. Now, while not defending the president, he has repeatedly stated that if there were alternative ways to fix this broken economy without causing these problems, he would have chosen them. On your part, are these policies unavoidable?
Well, sometimes you have to take a tough stance. You have to take tough stance sometimes in order for us to achieve whatever it is we want to achieve. So I want to believe with the fragment on this. But again, while we are making this tough stance, are there ways, are there certain ways for us to go about it? If there are certain ways for us to go about it, why don't we take those measures? For instance, the removal of fuel subsidy. was something that we lauded, was something that we had needed, that should have been taken a long time ago. But the federal government, President Bola Tinubu, took the bull by the horn and was able to face it square head and all that. But unfortunately, the mortality, there was something cushion that should have been, put in place,
before they move out.
I want to say this, consider that, the poverty problem in Nigeria, crisis in Nigeria, problem. That's a root in governance, that's a root in structural, that's a root in even our moral ways. So these challenges are there. So what I was saying is, if the government wanted to remove subsidy, it would have thought about all those shooting mayors that would have been imputed, because the effect now is beyond, what even the federal government would have imagined when they took that decision. So there are ways to go about it, which would have made it easier, while still achieving the same policy. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I get you.
The federal government should take these decisions, but there are ways, there are bounds to apply those decisions to make us feel lighter. Thank God for Dangote refinery. Thank God for what is going now. And in the midst of all of this, where they are having issues with trade union and all that, what is the federal government even doing to enable peace between the all of those things are still catching of fish that we should attend to, that we should attend. Problems, governance structure is the moral problem that we're facing. Look at, if the federal government indeed wants to take people out of poverty, like we said, like they said, and they are really making front steps. What are we doing about the corruption and improved governance, transparency? What are we doing about it? There was a case of Betty Edu and all of that happened shortly into the community's administration, and there were rumors of bringing that back. Has there been anything done? What were the reports? The case just came and faded away like that. And these are layers that could translate, evidently for people to see that this government is working, that poverty is something we are meeting head on. What are the plans for government to seriously take us out of to seriously do an economic diversification? Because what we see now is just the tax reform, reforms, trying to balance whatever it is that the government is making in revenue collection, and not redistribution of wealth. So, like I said, if the government indeed, wants to push these policies that they're doing, I think they are supposed to be serious and evident moves that makes us see these things that the honorable minister is talking about.
Right now, the first phase of the economic reform has focused on stabilizing the economy. The macroeconomic environment is acknowledged by the World Bank. In your view, what should be the next phase of these reforms?
All right, like I said, getting away from the good policies that they rolled out, and we expect that, like I said, there is going to be economic diversification, major look into development of agriculture, manufacturing sector, technology, ICT, tourism. We are blessed. If you look into all of these things, mining, these are areas that could give us good returns. That make us diversify from oil revenue. You know, in 2024, non-oil tax revenue alone was about 61%, if I'm not mistaken. It was over 60%. Let me split with that. About 60%. That shows us that in turn we are doing some things right, but we should translate it, because of course, even out of this non-oil tax that we talked about, it still has its legs in oil production. So if we are serious about diversifying, economic diversification, what are we doing currently in agriculture, in these sectors that I've mentioned, other than oil? You know, it's going to be it's going to be the key solution. Add to the policies of this current government. Fight, improve governance and transparency. It's going to go a long way, you know, at helping this government achieve the fight against poverty that we're talking about. You know, then what else again? I think if the government tries to empower citizens, you know, during the late administration, there was this program called Ease of Doing Business, which really helped a lot of SMEs and MSMEs come up. I think there were some pre-registration, waiver of a lot of things. But that really didn't materialize. You know why? Because there were no appropriate training. There were no finance. You know, for SMEs now to go to bank and you know, intend to take loans start going well over 24, 25, get about percent as return. You know, it's going to be almost very difficult, if not impossible, for small business coming up to take such loan and run with it. So if there are grants, you know, and I think that's where the Credo, whatever it is, they're bringing up. The government are coming up with some beautiful loan financing measures and all that, which I must give to them. But we have not seen anyone translate into, like I said, reality and those we see. But there are figures online. But then, if these are there, they are financing for small and middle scale enterprise, MSMEs are being financed, you know, then we can begin to have serious conversations about taking people out of poverty, employing people, job creations. These are the only ways that we can do it. Diversifying our economy, creating a job, being productive. Then we can begin to have serious conversation. Agricultural modernization, you know, insecurity, tackling insecurity. You know, for about 8 months or thereabout, there was a sharp drop on this banditry and kidnapping, whatever, in the northern region of Nigeria. But in the last 2 or 3 months,
we are seeing a resurgence again.
There's been a resurgence. So these are the beautiful policies that the governments are putting together, and I think we should be looking seriously.
Now, Mr. Aguilera, because our time is fast spent, and a quick one before you leave on the program. Now, the World Bank report forecasts poverty climbing to about 53.4% by 2026, before a potential dip in 2027. Under what scenario might we see an earlier reversal of this?
Yeah. Our projects are produced based on estimated oil revenues. These revenues have no guarantees. They fluctuate, you know. And once they fluctuate, it shocks sometimes. It shocks badly, and it affects many of the government's provision for the year and all that. So if we are serious about the the fight against poverty, and government should, with the introduction of this no tax law, well, I don't know if it's going to be transparent as the plan is. Look for other players where government can make revenue for now. Pushing those effects when they come is something that we must plan about, because revenue shortfalls are a big problem. It's even one of the biggest problems that we have on the implementation of our budget in this country. When we have to go, we spend like we don't care, and then when we have this, then we have a lot of problems. Then inflation pressures should be properly measured to provide control with appropriate monetary policies and all that. We should plan for inflation pressure. Once we have increase in inflation, then there is a big problem to us. It puts us off balance, and I think this is one way that we should look at. If we have to prevent the forecast increase in poverty level that the currency stability, the federal government, they're trying to have, they've tried very well on exchange rates. And there should be measures and targets to control the use of these policies to handle interest rate. Should also be looked at, because I know there's a strong connection between exchange rate and interest rate on every nation. Then if we take these measures, then I believe might and be able to handle this, reverse this forecast.
Right, thank you so much, Victor Akinolu, financial advisor and managing partner, Akinolu and Co. Thank you so much for joining us on Business Today. Now, the World Bank report, 139 million Nigerians in poverty, and the World Bank estimates that 139 million are living in poverty, and that poverty is on the rise. It has been increasing since 2019 due to policy missteps and external shocks. We've seen impact of high food inflation. Job creation is a challenge, and the World Bank is calling for urgent reforms that should be taken. That's our package on the program this morning, Business Today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Odoy. Sorry.